Pothole problems, record rainfall combined with rising and falling temperatures create the perfect conditions for everyone's least favorite driving hazard.
Yes, indeed. WJZ is live with Mobile 13 tonight. George Solis with how bad pothole season just may be. So how bumpy was it out there tonight, George?
Yeah, Mary, certainly quite bumpy, but just how much it might actually, or how bad rather, it's going to get, it's too early to say. Again, as you mentioned, I'm with Mobile 13 here on Medfield on a road that looks like a perfect breeding ground for potholes. Now, as you mentioned, with all the wet ground combined with the freezes and the thaws, it's a perfect mixture and recipe for potholes like this. Pesky, problematic, and unfortunately plentiful. It's one of many reasons potholes aren't popular. We know, we asked. One word to describe them?
Horrible. A disaster.
Hate them if you will. They are the reality right now across Maryland roadways. In Baltimore City alone, transportation officials say crews have filled some 4,000 of them.
They're creeping up all the time this time of year. But once you report it, on average, we're getting to it within 48 hours.
So, why so many now? Officials say the record rainfall last year set the stage. All that moisture soaking into the ground like a sponge. The rest came with recent freezes and subsequent warm-ups.
That's exactly the recipe for potholes, and that's why we're out there early this year.
State Highway putting up this promotional video explaining the science and repair work behind it all.
As the precipitation freezes, the ground expands.
Transportation officials say one of the most vulnerable areas for potholes are the seams along roadways. We found a good example of that right here along Maryland Avenue. Last year, the State Highway Administration spent more than $3 million repairing 25,000 square yards worth of potholes. Could it be worse this year? Only time will tell. Drivers certainly hopeful it won't be.
I have gotten so many flat tires, and then especially when you're trying to rush to work, and then boom, your tire sucks. So yeah, it sucks. It needs to be fixed. Please fix the potholes soon. We're struggling.
So how are transportation officials fixing this? Well, when it's cold like this, they use something called a cold patch, which isn't a permanent fix. When the temperatures start to warm up, they can switch to a hot mix of asphalt, which is usually that permanent fix until it starts all over again. We're live with Mobile 13 tonight. George Solis reporting for WJZ.